Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails from Zero Part 51. In the previous video, we wrapped up our investigation of the counterfeit syndicate. We got to be properly introduced to Kalika, who definitely, that is our Kalika. I was a little confused just because she looked a little different, but it's definitely her after going back and rewatching some of the videos. Well, I went back and looked at a video from Trails 1 where you meet Kalika and compared the artwork, and they're definitely similar. Her hair is just her dress, I guess. Like, she's not wearing that, like, Eastern flowery type dress thing, so she looked different. And plus, obviously, the art styles are just a little bit, the art style's a little bit different in this game than it was in the original Trails in the Sky trilogy, plus it's just, you know, more updated, more up-to-date. But yeah, she's got green eyes, and the hairstyles are very similar. And I believe, the more I think about it, that her last name is the same. I couldn't actually find a time where she says her last name, just skimming through the videos that I knew Kalika was in, but I went back and kind of like refamiliarized myself with the position she was actually offered in Calvard. It doesn't really go into like too many specifics on what exactly she would be doing, but when she talks about joining, it's because, you know, Calvert has its own internal problems, and she mentions terrorists. So I'm really thinking that maybe she's here for Arkansas, something to do with Yin. That's my running theory for right now, or my working theory. That's the only thing I can really think of. Also, let's try and you're gonna be talking about this, so let's at least be making some progress. We can't go this way. We can talk about this while we fight monsters, if nothing else. But yeah, so that's
これが A 区画の仮想に降りるエレベーターですね。認証コードを打ち込みます。起動しました。
よし、それじゃあ降りるか。その端末っていうのは仮想のどこにあるんだ？
I don't know, it's in the sewer somewhere.
おそらく仮想の採用にあるかと。それなりに歩くとは思うので。
Alright. But yeah, so because she's definitely, like, I'm going to assume she's still working for that agency. Just because I can't see, like, why she would have... I mean, because it's only been, like, I guess a little over 2 years since she would have accepted the position. And I doubt they would have her change her occupation to entertainment manager or whatever the hell she introduced herself as, or entertainment producer. Like, that's not her. Now the question is just, now it also did say the agency just works under the president. So it could just be like this is actually an economic, like, hey, let's recruit Arkansas because it'll be a big boon for the country. And it would be like a nice thing for the, you know, the president to say, like, oh, look, I brought I got a deal with Arkansas and Crossbell to have them working here, or something like that.
議員の利権が絡んでいるという話を。
なるほどね。
Sorry to cut you off there, Tio. Didn't mean to. You were just talking for so long.
こんなところに一人で来ようなんて思ったのか？
それはその。
Oh, Tia, you would have got your ass beat. I mean, you're strong, but you're not, like, directly strong. You get one back attack, you're dead instantly.
いいよ。とにかく怪我しないように。俺の方も全力で守るからさ。
はい。
Because Lloyd can't do shit by himself.
ロイドさん、でしたら。
Ooh.
コンビネーションを使ったクラフトを。
Let's do it.
エリーさんやランディさんみたいにうまくはできないかもしれませんが。
なあ、いいかもしれないな。よし。せっかく二人きりだし。
はい。
Okay, Omega Strike. What are the actual specifics of the move? Omega Strike, just a big attack or a medium attack. They don't do any status effects though. I don't know. We'll maybe try it. The problem is, like, you can't set it as the S break, and that's the only time I ever use our S stuff. At least, can you? Can you set S breaks? I don't know. Also, our formation, I got it, because the way I beat the monster chest, I went for a 4-corner strat, where we had Tio on the far corner, Ellie up here, and then just had Lloyd and Randy split off towards, like, the far left and right corners on the top end. And just kept rezzing Lloyd and Randy and had the monsters just keep one-shotting them while Tio blasted them with fire. That was my strategy for those guys. And it worked pretty well. I'm just thinking. I mean, we definitely want Tio in the back. And maybe, like, back here. Let's give you Ellie's position. Oh god, I'm already lost. Ah, shit! This is bad. Okay, they're not actually that strong, thankfully. So Diamond Dust. Oh, Diamond Dust isn't, it's not a free AoE like it used to be. Because it used to be like aerial, where you could just like pick where it was gonna hit, but now it's actually targeted, which is good and bad. We know what you're weak to? Not really. Give me Zeit. Okay, he's not quite gonna be here in time, but they are all hitting Lloyd, which is nice. Oh, you froze her. Froze him. Good job. How? Can you hit all of them? Nah. Does lower defense as well. And you petrified. Okay, so we're getting lucky with our, what you call it, if nothing else. Oh, yeah, what are you? You're weak to fire and earth. Good. Tio is, like, crushing it. A good thing we gave you the fire spell after all. Oh, there's another battle, I forgot. Dude, evasion. This isn't even our evasive team. I mean, Randy's the one with 40 evasion. This is a good analyze. Okay, weak to earth. Can you... Honestly, just... Well, actually, you can't heal in time, so never mind. Go for a Stone Spike. I gotta, like, remember, I can't just randomly attack because counters are a thing. Like, a lot of times I just attack just to end the turn quicker. Because, like, I knew Tio was going to be able to kill regardless. We're going to use your mana. Well, actually, Tio has so much. We should use hers. I mean, we do have EP charges, so, like, mana's not a... It's not a huge concern. Like, now that we have money, and we have, like, we have a larger MP pool, so that certain spells don't just use half of it right at the start. And we have EP charges. Luck skill check, luck skill failed. The chest is still empty. Wow. Kind of rude, don't you think? I mean, wait, what? Where do we go? This is the way we came. Is that a different... Yeah, no. Was there an entrance? Was there a thingy back here that I missed? Ah. I was like, whoa. I feel like we've already explored everything there's to explore. Hello, Mr. Chest, a marble ring. We found fingerprints inside the chest that point to the likely culprit. 3 guesses as to who that is. Randy? Ellie? Ah, shit. Noelle. Was it either of them? Also, what is your, what's that accessory? Marble ring. I'm blind? Oh, there it is. Prevents mute. That's garbage. Absolute garbage. What do you have? You have speed and prevent faint. I think that's fine. And oh my god, you're so good, Lloyd. You're so fast. He's such a fast boy. No one boy should be this fast. Oh yeah, I forgot. Do you have the iron leggings? I can give you these. Actually, no, those are worse. I don't know. It was there was some boots in the casino that were basically just better iron leggings. I totally hit the attack button and nothing happened. Well, it doesn't matter. We win. Dude, the petrify is so good. What is it? What are you getting petrify from? Is that just your weapon's passive? Yeah. Dude. I feel like the passives proc way more often than they should. Now, we did buy Tio an upgraded staff, so she at least does some damage now, which is nice. Not quite Lloyd's damage, but... Well, technically she does do more damage when she casts spells. Magic does still seem to be a little bit better than physical. It feels a little bit more balanced right now than it felt in the previous Trails games. Like the 2, because it felt like in like Trails 1, 2, and 3. Like, for the most part, Magic was just so much better. Oh, you fool. Oh, and it's a crit? I mean, Lloyd can't do that. I mean, he can, technically, but he's not going to do as much damage, probably. Why do you just attack randomly? You're going to get yourself in trouble, Lloyd. Granted, in Trails 3, physical did start to feel a lot better, as you got later. But, like, ults and stuff were, like, the main thing that kind of evened them out. Because characters with high attack stats actually did a ton of damage with their ults, or at least some of them did. And, like, Richard was really good in Trails 3. I'm so mind-flooded right now. I don't know where... Be careful with using this little fast forward, okay? I can't, my brain can't process this. Get turned. Oh, that raised the elevator. Oh, so that's what we needed to do. Anything over here? No? Anything at all? Okay, that's the way we came, apparently. Is it? Oh yeah, because we went in that vent right at the start. Okay. I mean, we could go back, because there was that other area we could have explored. Ah, shit! Where'd you come from? Why are there enemies in here? Didn't we clear this place out? Don't attack me. Okay, you better be scared. Yeah, there's this little path over here. Get snuck up on, nerd? Probably should heal Lloyd after this. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh god, there was something I wanted to talk about in our last extended combat section, but I can't remember it now. Gentle code. You are sucked into the chest. The teacher forces you to write, "How about not steal from treasure chests 100 times on a chalkboard before you can leave?" I guess one thing that is kind of like so they're being voice acting in this game. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of put me into like it's a weird like situation that I just kind of wanted to talk about. Especially when it comes to characters that are already, what did we pick up again? Gentle coat. That already have. That didn't have voice acting in previous games, like Estelle and Joshua. Like, it's so weird to me hearing them have voice actors now. Because it's like, I think it's a similar situation people have probably experienced before, where it's like, oh, maybe you like read a book, and then you watch a movie, and then it's like, oh, you know, there's someone actually playing that character, and maybe it doesn't quite mesh with your, like, what you internally thought they sounded like. But in my mind, it's a little bit different in my experience, right? Because not only did like I had an internal voice for Estelle and Joshua, but that internal voice was based on my own voice. So when I think back, since I, you know, played through the games as Let's Plays, and so when I think back to all those scenes from Trails 1 and 2, any of the dialogue between Estelle and Joshua, I think of it via the way I read the dialogue. And so it's kind of like weird, right? Like not just hearing a character that have a voice actor when they previously didn't, but hearing a voice actor for a character that you think of as having your voice. Because that I don't typically like, you know, if ever I don't like, you read a book or something, or read any type of media with no voice acting, like, you know, yeah, you give them an internal voice, but like I wouldn't give them like my voice, you know. So that was it's kind of an odd situation. That I thought was kind of neat. That like I probably, it's just like it's as a byproduct of having only played these games via Let's Plays, where, you know, I read all the dialogue, and I didn't really do voice acting per se, especially for characters like Estelle and Joshua, where I just use my normal voice without like changing any real inclination. I mean, I do a little bit. Like Joshua is a bit more like flat whenever I would read his dialogue, compared to Estelle, who I'd put a little bit more like enthusiasm into.
なんだこりゃ。
ジオフロント内の換気をする巨大な換気扇ですね。本来は災害時や緊急時以外は停止している
I
らしい
mean, let's just turn off the fan. I don't think the city needs it, right?
過去の事例を発見。どうやら誤作動で動いている可能性が高そうです。他にも何機かありそうですね。
そうか。そういうことなら片っ端から止めた方が良さそうだな。
はい。そこの装置で停止できます。
I mean, you know, the city doesn't need air. What's the other direction? It snuck around? But, yeah, and I guess I can kind of segue that into, like, another... For the most part, I think I've definitely gotten used to the game having voice acting. And I do think it's better as a whole. Even though the only problem is we've only really run into, like, one situation like it so far. Well, I guess the kind of Randy, Lloyd scene from the end of the last day. For, like, any of these type of, like, important emotional scenes, right? Like, it does put me into an awkward position as a commentator. Because it's like, part of me does just want to, like, shut up and not say anything, which I think is the most correct decision, even if it does feel weird, right? Because, I mean, part of me is like, you know, I want to shut up because I'm paying attention to the story, right? Because I'm experiencing it for the first time. But, at the same time, it's just like, you fall into this rhythm of, like, you always have to be talking. Which, I mean, you don't necessarily always have to be talking. Like, I don't quite subscribe to that style of commentary where, like, you should never not be talking. Because, I mean, I think silence can be good. Like, it's better to not say anything than just to talk for the sake of talking. At least in terms of, like, narrative stuff. Like, yeah, when you're, like, doing random battles and whatnot, like, yeah, you should probably be talking at all times, but just because otherwise it's not the most entertaining content, but I can't go this way. Go away. Back, foul beast. What? I'm a little fused right now. I'm a little confuzzled. Didn't really want to do that. But yeah, like, I mean, I think it's fine if I don't say shit during those scenes, but... Because, like, for normal... would you leave me alone? You fuckers? Like, for normal stuff, you know, you can, like, come up with... Am I gonna die? They're so fast! Can you breath us? Dude, Tio, why are you so slow? Okay, it was the petrified one that... Would you stop being a piece of shit? Thankfully, we petrified one of them. What was I saying? Oh, God. Don't like that. You can get away with a regular tier since you're getting a crit. Okay, Lloyd's in a bad spot. But Tio is here to save the day. Oh my god. This is too much. You only have a regular firebolt. You gotta heal yourself. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Is getting the petrify, and then oh my god, you're gonna rush us. You're a piece of shit. Okay. What was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh yeah. It was like the kind of pressure to like always be talking, even though I do agree that you shouldn't always be talking for like narrative stuff. But like for non-important scenes, oh, there's a little vent here. You know, you can like make jokes or observations, but for like emotional stuff, or like important, serious scenes, maybe not necessarily the time for jokes, especially because I like to try to find, I guess my commentary philosophy, right, is finding a balance between humor and also respecting the game's story. At least in cases when I'm playing narrative games, which for the most part I gravitate towards narrative-based games. I occasionally play some random stuff that are more just like action-y or mechanical focused, but the overwhelming majority of the projects on the channel are pure story games, or games that are primarily focused on their story. Yeah, it's just a different change of pace from Trails 1, 2, and 3, where any of those serious scenes, right, like I could still feel like I'm doing my job as a commentator and adding value besides just watching or playing the game yourself, because hey, I'm reading the dialogue. That's at least a personal touch. I hate these bugs. Can they just like fuck off forever? Is that a thing you could do? Just get out of my video game. Also, they give no XP. I'm just now realizing that these enemies give no XP. Yeah, you better be scared. The higher elements appear to be active in this chest. Unfortunately, there are still no more items. What do we get? Or was it girl shoes? It was girl shoes. You're saying men can't wear heels. Alright, I see how it is, game. Defense and move. I mean, movement's kind of like whatever for Tio, but I'll take it. Even though, well, no, Ellie doesn't really need it either because she's got extra range. But yeah, like, so in like the scenes in Trails 1, 2, and 3, right, like any of the more serious scenes, like I could feel like I'm adding a personal touch in the sense that, because, you know, the reason you feel that obligation is because for a story-based game, I feel like there is a little bit more pressure on the commentary side of things, just because, otherwise, if you're not saying too much during story sections, why even, you know, like, how is it any different than just playing the game on your own? Or watching, like, a long play with no commentary whatsoever? Which is, like, the way I would... You know, if I wanted to play a game just to experience the story, or, like, I didn't want to play the game, but I just wanted to watch it, I would just watch a long play with no commentary whatsoever. At least unless I actually had someone... Like someone I watched that... Why do I get to... What does this exist for? Where do I go? Getting a little annoyed here. I'm so confused. Would you fuck off? Get me out of here. Because this is just back the way we came, right? No! You're stunned. You're stunned. You can't see me. Because, dude, I'm so lost. Hey, this doesn't seem familiar. Have we haven't been here? Oh, there's a monster chest. Little scared. Little afraid. Okay, it's something we can fight. We may have to use our ults. This might be a good chance for the combo craft, actually. Combo crafts. These are powerful techniques combining two character strengths. Unleash these powerful attacks and target any enemies within range of the character involved. Blast them. Now, it does only use 100, which is nice, so we could still follow up with Tio's ult afterwards if we wanted to. Oh my god, he turned into a fucking meteor, dude. That's a lot of damage. Which makes sense. I mean, you are using 100 CP across both characters. And you can't use it as an S-break. Now, it does, like, delay us forever, which is a little worrying. Because those enemies just got, like, 14 attacks in a row, but... Okay, get Ice Hammered. And heal yourself. Okay, you froze one of them. So just whack the one that's not frozen. Whack them both, because you can. I gave him more XP, but... Move 3. Support section. Oh, okay, I get it. I understand the reference. Once again, I mean, the city doesn't actually need the ventilation thing. These fans are... They don't exist for any real reason, right? So we still have some CP in case there's like a boss fight or something. So that's good. But we have to talk about basically nothing. I don't know if I made my thoughts clear about like commentary and whatnot, but overall it's just kind of like a weird mental block I have for like, I do think just shutting up and not saying anything is the best thing to do for any type of like serious sections, but there is the just feels kind of wrong in the back of your mind, right?
どうやら終点のようですね。多分この近くに第三制御端末のある部屋が。
Tio!
Monster of Doom! Oh, it's a big bat.
これは。
くそ、仮想の主ってところか。
It must be in charge.
Tio! なんとかいけそうか。
I want to speak to your manager, Mr. Bat.
はい。
I am the
問
manager.
題ありません。
Okay.
注意してください。
You know the drill.
分析を開始します。
I should have actually just checked and see if he's actually even susceptible to that stuff. Okay, he can't be AT delayed, he can be burned, and he can be something else. What's that icon that's missing right there? I can't remember. What's the one before AT delay but after Deathblow? I know burn. He can be burned. He can be burned. He can be beaten. So we want to blast you. Wait, what are you weak to? You are weak to ice, so never mind. We don't want to be blasting you, but I just wanted to try and get the burn off. He is chomping. He do be chomping, though. Honestly, Lloyd, heal yourself.
ドライブ開始。
I mean, we got plenty of... We could use our noodles. Our noodles of destiny. Wait, can he be sealed? Is that what that is? No, he can't be sealed. I mean, just heal yourself. You'll get an extra 10 for passive, so this should take you up to... At least out of dangerous territory. I consider that dangerous territory? I mean, you want a healer. I mean, I would like to do a combo craft, but... Don't really, You also can't be sealed. Is that gonna hit both of them? Probably not. Oh, it did! Let's go, Tio! There we go, Tio Tot. You've fallen into our trap. Our trap of blast him with a laser beam. Oh, he lived with 1 HP. That could be bad. That could be bad. What? The double miss all the way across the sky? I don't know if we deserve this win, but I will take it. Honestly, I'll analyze you. I don't care. This is where he stomps and kills us. Dude, Tio is so good. Prankster? I'm guessing that's an orbment?
なんとか撃退できたか。ティオ、大丈夫か？ずいぶん苦戦しちゃったけど。
いえ、問題ないです。ロイドさんの方は大丈夫ですか？
Yeah, you're the one who took a beating there, Lloyd.
ランディ曰く、防御のテクニックだけはちょっとしたもんらしいからさ。しかし、ランディとエリーがいたら、もっと効率的に戦えたんだろうな。日頃からどれだけあの二人に助けられていたか。なんか変なこと言ったか？
いえ、こちらのことですから。
Who is that?
制御端末は右にある扉の中だと思います。早速起動させてからヨナに通信で連絡しましょう。
ああ、そうするか。
So, you know, give him a little heal. Just in case. But yeah, I mean, that went about as well as you could realistically expect. Also, Tio, do you, like, not use mana? Like, at all? The Libra gem is just so good. Especially when you're able to, like, hit double fat. So I just wanted to go check. What if there was a chest over there? It's even got a nice chair and everything.
こことヨナが勝手に利用している第8制御端末の2箇所からハッキングを仕掛ける段取りです。
なるほど。それじゃヨナに連絡するか。
はい、お願いします。エリーさんたちからも連絡があるかもしれませんから。
ああ、わかった。
Okay, let's see what Tio's been up to on the old internet. It's just cat pictures. It's nothing but cat pictures.
ヨナ、こちらロイド。
あんたか、もう着いたのかよ。
ああ、ちょうど今ティオが端末を起動している。
オッケーオッケー。そんじゃこっちも始めるぜ。そうだ、あんたエニグマの通信モードのスピーカーをオンにしなよ。
スピーカーをオン。
エニグマの裏側にある赤いスイッチを押してください。そうすると通話相手の声が他の人にも。
Yeah, and also make the call quality sound like garbage.
こうか？
Lloyd flipped the switch as instructed and placed the Enigma on the table.
聞こえるようになっただろ。
なるほど。
消費 EP が多めなのであまり推奨はされていませんが。
When you say it uses EP, what do you mean by that? You mean that literally? Are we losing our mana right now?
こちらの準備は完了です。後の段取りは？ああ、こっちはとっくにおとりになるべく動き回ってる。キティが現れたら連絡するから対応してくれ。了解しました。それまで待機します。よろしく頼んだぜ。
Why is our control room so much tinier than Jona's?
これで準備は終わりなのか？
ええ。あとはひたすら待機です。ハッキングを始めた後も私一人で十分ですし、私が一人で行くといった理由が分かりましたか？
Yeah, but you'd like totally be dead, Tia.
なるほど。でも実際ここに来るまでに結構大変だったわけだし、結果オーライでよかったじゃないか。そのあははは。困ったな。
I feel your pain, Lloyd.
そういえばミッシーだっけか？ずいぶん気に入ったんだな。そんなストラップまでつけて。
ええ、私はあまり物には執着しない性質ですけど、不思議とこれだけはずっと持ち続けていますね。
これここに来てから買ったものじゃないのか。
I'm assuming it was given to her by someone important?
確かクロスベルのご当地キャラクターだろ。
これはもらったものです。5年くらい前に
Oh!
ガイさんから。
Wasn't expecting that. I was gonna say it's probably from whoever Lloyd reminds her of, but I did not think she knew Guy. What?
ガイ・バニングス。ロイドさんのお兄さんですよね。
Huh. Oh, no, I was not expecting that.
ああ、いや、もちろんそうだけど、ティオって兄貴と面識あったのか。
Yeah, you probably should have mentioned that earlier.
はい。
知らなかった。なんだよ、だったらもっと早く言ってくれればいいのに。でもティオは確かレマン自治州から来たんだろ。
I assume she's come over here before.
どうして兄貴としばらく旅に出るって、そんないきなり。
Wait. Is Tio the girl he was escorting?
一体どこに行くつもりなのさ。
レミフェリア広告だ。
No, he was going to Remy Feria, right? Yeah.
なーに、しばらくと言って
I was gonna say, I didn't think he was going to Le Mans State.
実はな、とびっきり可愛い女の子をエスコートしながらの旅なんだ。
あれはティオのことだったのか。
I guess you could be taking her to Remy Feria to go to the Le Mans State. I'm not really familiar with the world geography of Zemuria. I know they say Le Mans is in the center of the continent, but that doesn't really mean anything to me.
多分そうです。私が9歳の時、レミフェリアにある実家までガイさんに送ってもらった時ですね。
So wait, is Remy Feria not an independent country? I mean, they say it's a principality, which is like, you know, that means it's like tiny, right?
レミフェリア、ティオの出身はそこなのか。
Or no? I'm so fucking lost.
はい。
I guess so. Wait, you're not from the Le Mans State? Then why'd you tell us you were from the Le Mans State?
と言ってもあまり思い入れがある故郷ではありませんが、もうほとんど捨ててしまった場所ですし。
え、そのティオのご両親は？
元気だと思いますよ。3年前に家を出てからほとんど連絡を取ってませんけど。
Is it just like against the rules to have a happy family for this team? You know, Lloyd's family dead, Ellie's family abandoned her, Tio's family kind of seems to have abandoned her, Randy probably doesn't have a family.
ある事情で私は5歳くらいの時から行方不明の身の上でした。
You know, the more I think, I mean, it's kind of a topic for another time, so I'll probably just save it, but there is something I have to say about Randy and my theory on him.
ガイさんに保護され衰弱していた私はウルスラ病院に半年ほど入院していました。
Wait, what? But missing.
そしてなんとか回復した後、実家まで送ってもらったんです。
Wait, what? I went missing at age 5. Guy was the one who rescued me. For over half a year. Well, she was missing for like 3 or 4 years?
そうだったのか。でもどうしてまた家を出たんだ？
Oh man, she says there's something in the very beginning of the game where Tio alludes to something bad happening in her past. I can't remember. Or that's kind of what I picked up on. Ah, God, it's like when they're walking into that ruin in that very, very beginning section of the game. They say something about I can't remember the specifics.
ロイドさん、
Because she's hurt. It sounds like, because I kind of remember it almost being implied that she was like kidnapped or something.
私が普通の人間と少し違うのはわかりますよね。
Oh yeah, you're like an android or some shit. I don't know what's going on with you, but
違うなんて。
事実ですから。外界の事象に関して 私は普通の人間の数
So is she actually a robot? Or what?
普通の人には聞き取れないかすかな音。
Was she like just robotically
普
enhanced?
通の人には見えない動力波の流れ。普通の人には感じられない属性の気配。そして人の感情や心の揺らぎまで。日曜学校に通っていても私は一人ぼっちでした。周りの子たちとは違ったものを見て、違ったものを感じて、そして見えない悪意や好奇心もはっきりと感じ取れてしまう。両親は私を愛してくれましたが、やはり限界があったんでしょう。次第にうちの空気が張り詰めて、私は気づいてしまいました。ああ、帰ってこなければよかったって。そして気づいたら、私は列車に乗っていました。共和国を経由してクロスベルに向かう列車に。
そうか。ティオは兄貴に会いに来たんだな。
そうかもしれません。
Okay, okay, so she went missing multiple times. So she went missing when she was 5, met Guy, and then ran away from home and got escorted back again? So she's known Guy for a long time, though.
そのマスコットをプレゼントしてくれた時にガイさんが言ったんです。安心しろ、きっとお前は幸せになれる。もしそうならなかったらいつでも俺を呼んでくれ。お前を不幸にする原因を一緒にぶっ飛ばしてやるからよ。
いかにも兄貴が言いそうな言葉だけど、でもちょうど
途方に暮れていた私はエプスタイン財団の人と知り合って、その感応力を見込まれて当時発足したばかりのオーバルスタッフの開発チームにスカウトされました。
So now I'm kind of wondering, so she's got all these enhancements. Do you think that happened when she went missing, maybe?
そしてレマン自治州に
When she was like 5?
財団の研究所で3年間過ごして。
So when you say Le Mans State, you meant that that's just where you came to Crossbell from most recently?
そして3ヶ月前再びクロスベルに戻ってきました。
ティオ。
あ、
ごめんな。突然いなくなっちまうようなバカ兄貴で女の子との約束を守らないなんて、ほんと兄貴らしくもない。
ロイドさん。
Oh, well, let's interrupt that and go talk to Freckles real
ヨナ
quick.
みたいですね。
キティが現れた。
Well, that's a pretty good place to cut things off. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. Bye, guys.